Alright, unit test number 6, part 2. And hopefully I get 100 this time. Component forms, blah, blah, subtract that from that. So I'll just solve this first. So -2 minus -6, that's 4. And -4 minus -1, that's -3. So they should get -4, 3. J is already wrong. I got 4, -3. He got -4, 3. So J's wrong. 8, 5. Nope, it's not 8, 5. So both of them made a mistake. Find a component form. 5 cosine 150 degrees for the x component and 5 sine 150 degrees for the y component. And I'll make sure to type it correctly in my calculator this time, because last time I messed up because of that. So 5 cosine 150 is that, and 5 sine 150 is that. So I'll just type this in the calculator. -4.33 and 2.5. Nice. Find the magnitude. So the difference in x is 6. So 6 squared plus the difference in y, which looks like 3 squared. Square root of that, so 36 plus 9, square root of 45, and it says we can put a square root symbol, so I'll just put a square root symbol for 45. How far is Salma from her starting point at the end of the walk? So it's asking for the magnitude here. So I'll find the x and y components of both of them. So 2 cosine 20 degrees plus 3 cosine 100 degrees for the x component, and 2 sine 20 degrees plus 3 sine 100 degrees for the y component. Enter this in the calculator. 2 cosine 20 degrees plus 3 cosine 100 degrees. I get approximately 1.3584400709, and 2 sine 20 degrees plus 3 sine 100 degrees is approximately 3.6384635546, but we're not finding the x and y components. We're using the x and y components to find the magnitude, so we have to square it and take the square root of the whole thing. So I'm going to square both of them right now. 1.3584400709 squared. Take the square root of the whole thing. You get 3.88. 3.88. Okay, Nikki walked on a straight road for 4 kilometers at a direction that is 30 degrees to north from the eastward direction. So, to the north, this is not to the north from the eastward direction, that is not to the north. So it could be vector A or vector B. Oh my god, this is probably going to take the longest. So 8, so we find the x component and y component first. So 8 cosine of 20 degrees plus 5 cosine of 240 degrees for the x component, and 5 cosine 240 degrees plus, or you can, 8, it doesn't, the order doesn't matter. Addition is commutative. You learned that in like 6th grade. Plus 8 cosine of 20 degrees. Find the x and y components first. Enter in the calculator. 8 cosine 20 degrees plus 5 cosine of 240 degrees for the x component. You get approximately 5.017540966. And for the y component, 5. Oh, I messed up. I almost messed up. Oh my god. That would have been so embarrassing. It's 5 sine, not cosine, for the y component. 5 sine 240 degrees plus 8 sine 20 degrees. You get approximately -1.59396587. I'll square both and take the square root of the whole thing for the magnitude. So, and I'll do that right now. Plus 5.00175 0.0966 squared. Take the square root of that whole thing. I get approximately 5.26. And for theta, direction angle, I will do the inverse tangent of the y component over the x component. So inverse tangent of the y component, which I have in my calculator, is negative 1.5939665872 over 5, the x component, which is 5.017540966. And you get approximately negative 17.62, but it has to be between 0 and 360, and since the x coordinate and y coordinate is since the x coordinate is positive and the y coordinate is negative, it's in the fourth quadrant. So you simply add 360 and you get 342.38, rounding to the nearest hundredth. Find the direction angle, so it's just inverse tangent or arc tangent of 7/6, or the y component of the x component. So the inverse tangent of 7/6 is 49.30, approximately 49.40. Yeah, 49.40, and I don't need to do anything with it because it's in the first quadrant. Find the magnitude. You square both. 5 squared plus 4 squared. Take the square root of both. You get square root of 41, and it says I can use square root symbol, so oh, I almost typed pi there. I don't want to do that. So I don't need a like converter or anything. I just type square root of 41. And last question. Take the inverse tangent of the y component. I'll make it negative because the x is negative. Y component over the x component. So the inverse tangent of negative 7/10 is approximately negative 34.99200202. And since the x component is negative and the y component is positive, this is in the second quadrant, so I will need to add 180. And I get 145.01. And that's the unit test for unit number 6. Brilliant. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 units left. Just 1% before halfway done.